Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to our
YouTube
YouTube channel. Yes, we are the Common Sense
Sisters. My name is
Mhm.
Ella.
My name is Yo-Yo. If it's your first time seeing these beautiful faces, you are welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, watch the video and give us a thumbs up. And for our returning squad members, Common Sense Squad, we welcome you all and we appreciate you all.
On this very cold Tuesday night,
Yes,
minus 27 degrees
up
right here in
Toronto
currently.
And it's very windy.
It's very windy. So,
yep.
Today's topic will go straight to the point.
Yeah.
As you could have seen from the thumbnail, we're talking about something very sensitive today.
Very sensitive.
Title being Coworker got fired for sexual harassment on the first day of work.
Yep.
And did you want us to start with the story time?
Yeah. So my life.
Your life.
Example.
Okay. Okay.
I think when I was working in Nigeria, they had this culture back then. I don't know if it's still going on in the office, where you have like men, married men most of the time. We had like female colleagues and all that will walk into the office. There was this lady that came in after, I think it was on a Monday, after a long weekend. And this, my supervisor, he was like, Madam, you just fresh, you. Everywhere just ripe. You be like, say, oh, God touched you this weekend. Oh. And the woman giggled in English, commenting about her body part, like her breasts and all that, and she giggled. It's very uncomfortable.
Giggling, could it have been a silent cry for help?
No.
Or do you think she was condoning?
It appears that it's something that she's used to.
So
I think it's something that she's used to, because other women, when they come in there and they pass those comments, they it's like they receive it partially, but I don't know internally if they are okay with it, right? And I think it's very disturbing. I remember I spoke to someone about it, and they're like, that's how lousy some men talk in the workplace, but it doesn't make sense. I remember that time, sometimes some guys will come in and they want to woo young girls in the office like us and all that. They'll say, oh, you have to drop money here or drop money there, like stuff like that. And then there was this particular one, this man is obviously one of the supervisors, and he's like, oh, there were like 3 supervisors. So one was a drunkard, the other 2 were chronic womanizers, married men, chronic womanizers. The drunkard and one of the womanizers, their wives were living outside Abuja. The other one had his wife and his family in there. So the one that had his wife and family there in that Abuja said, so which would you prefer to marry? Pata, if this is the worst case scenario, a man when they drink or a man that womanizes. I said none of the above, because they are both useless to me. Say no, they have to choose. I said no, none of the above. It's terrible.
Did you ever have any of these men comment on your body at work?
I had an experience where like a couple of married men, they would chase me around.
Back in Nigeria?
Yes, they would chase me around. Sometimes they would drive, even if I'm coming out from the office and they are like out of the building and they're driving. I think I almost got knocked down one time, hit because of that. Oh, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get to know you. Can I have him? I said, you are a married man. Stop talking to me. Like, I don't deal with married people. Don't be harassing me like that. Don't be talking to me like that. It's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really terrible.
This kind of your experience is very sad, and it's definitely, unfortunately, it's a normal thing in the Nigerian workplace. That happen in Nigeria. For young ladies who have worked or who probably are still working in Nigeria, they'll be able to resonate with this. And this brings us to
the story for today.
Twitter story.
Yeah. Real life stories and real life issues
happened last week. Kind of mini trended last week on Twitter.
Yep.
And I'm going to read it to you. It says, this is from Debs on Twitter, and she wrote, so this male colleague comes to my branch, smiles at me, and goes ahead to ask if I am breastfeeding because my boobs look fuller. Unprovoked, I have sent a mail to HR Sha. That's my New Year's gift to him. So,
I like this lady.
My first thing is that an average Nigerian who maybe is not educated and has not seen our video where we spoke extensively
about this topic,
about this culture in Nigeria,
Go and check the playlist. You
would
would see
advise
them.
that you should check it out. So let's say an average Nigerian who has not watched it, so anybody who has not watched this video at all might not understand why Debs was upset about a man commenting on her boobs in the workplace. They might say, but the man didn't touch you. He just noticed something, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, madam, is your breast big or is it not big? It's just something that he saw. It was just a harmless comment. So today's video is more of how is it that people do not see the wrong in these statements?
Yeah.
Sexual violence that happens does not always come from physical touch. There is verbal. Verbal is probably one of the ones that is like the most in Nigeria, because whether even
and they would think it's compliments.
In my teenage years in Nigeria, so everyone, yes, oh baby girl, oh this, oh that one, oh you're just pure, you're just fresh, you're just right,
you're just plump.
All those
this your ass is so round like comments.
Oh, you're going bigger, your lips are looking fuller. These are very, very uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable place to put a human being, and mostly women. Uncomfortable place.
Yeah, I wonder if they have like an ethics. If all these employees and employers, they promote this whole ethic culture, or like talking about workplace culture and respect and some things that are no-go area. You cannot have these conversations, whether you're talking to a man or you're talking to a woman, discussing about their body or anything comments that will make them feel uncomfortable.
You can't be sexualized a human being. That's the general gist. You can't be sexualized.
Hopefully, HRO gives him that gift.
And so a few days later, there was a guy who then came on and tweeted, he posted this on Facebook, and he said, "I was fired for sexual assault today. I resumed work yesterday. When I got into the office, I saw my colleague. She was looking more beautiful and refreshed after the Xmas holiday. So I decided to compliment her beauty. I said to her, 'You look so beautiful and your breasts fuller. Are you sure you are breastfeeding your son at all?' I said this innocently and nothing more. Unfortunately, she got upset and reported me to management for sexual harassment. The board had a meeting today and terminated my contract. I felt the matter was exaggerated. I didn't intend to disrespect her. I merely joked, and now I have lost my job. Not the type of news I want in 2022.
The entitlement for me. It's the entitlement. Hi, Tyrone.
Hi, Tyrone.
It's the entitlement for me. How is it that you are entitled to make an uncomfortable comment,
but you don't want
to your colleagues, but you don't want the consequences? What makes you think you're not in a position to say that is exaggerated? You're not in a position to define how the person you cannot make that statement to should respond or should address the matter.
You cannot commit a crime and then choose what your punishment will be.
No, you cannot. Simple. If you do the crime, you will do the time. In this case, consequences, and that's your New Year gift. You learn to curb your words,
your language.
Like your language, you don't go ahead talking about people's body like that. I don't care whether it's your best friend or whether it's your close friends or whatever it is. I don't care. You are in the workplace, and if somebody tells you, "Hi, busy bee," if somebody tells you that I'm not comfortable with you speaking to me like this about my body, and then you hear some men say, "Oh, you are too serious.
You are too stiff.
You are too stiff as a woman. You are too."
Somebody cannot play with you. That sentence, somebody cannot play with you after you've got, like,
what do you mean by that?
I don't understand it.
And it's good you got fired.
I also do agree. I don't.
And hopefully it doesn't get job on time.
At your next job, at least this will be a tough
try and repeat it. And see what will happen.
This
to
will
you.
be a tough lesson. You know not to whether what's your
business with her body,
with somebody that is working in the bank. This person is not your wife. What is your business if she is breastfeeding and why her boobs are looking bigger?
Is this terrible,
yes,
man?
Busy bee, they will ask you, "Oh, Abi, is it your stiffness?"
Yes, sometimes they will ask,
like, "Oh, you are too rigid. As a woman, you are not supposed to. You are too uptight. You are too this."
Yeah.
I know how much comments I've got. You know, the normal cat call, even here in Canada. Once in the summer. "Oh, hey, shorty, hey, this." But it's like, I don't think people know the lasting repercussions of these things that they just see as mere words.
Yeah,
because words they do matter. Words are very, very powerful. So you cannot be doing this to somebody else in the workplace and expect to go scot-free. So I'm very, very happy if these stories are tied, because that's how Nigerians put together. Oh, this is definitely probably the man allegedly that this lady tweeted about 2 days ago. So if this man was the man that made Debs feel uncomfortable on Twitter when Debs posted this message.
Allegedly.
And he was fired for this conduct. Kudos to the HR department. And this should also serve as a warning to other colleagues, both male and female, in the workplace, in that environment, to know that sexual violence, whether it's verbal or physical or whatever, is a no-no and it's against this company's policy. They should probably also implement some training to educate their employees to know that there's actually a pyramid, or ask your employees to go and watch our video. We did extensive research on this thing and broke everything down on what sexual violence and all this culture is in Nigeria. Now,
I think another lesson also is that women should not tolerate this.
Oh yes.
Don't say because you want to accommodate, because the culture say you should be quiet and don't talk. Don't accept any man or any woman talking to you about your body. Or making you feel uncomfortable, especially in the workplace. Now I'm focusing on the workplace, especially in the workplace, thinking that they have opinion about your body. They should not. So when they speak to you like that, do the right thing. Report them to HR.
I think there's this silent culture also of accepting it and saying, "Oh, that's just how men are."
No, I'm not accepting it.
That's how they are in work now. What are you going to do about it?
I don't come. You know, women don't come to the office and start talking about look at this man's party.
You are even going to
look at his pot belly.
You are going too far.
Look at his stuff.
Because some people think that this kind of situation probably only happens maybe in Nigeria, of which this is where debt is coming from. But there was another tweet also that came out last week from somebody who is
probably in
Nigeria. And this reads, this is from, I don't know this person, a random person on Twitter. And they said, there is this Nigerian associate of ours, Aspe, we are from the same country. He hangs around to chat a little after business. One day, he stopped by and told me he needed a mask. And I pulled one out of my drawers and handed it to him. He laughed and said he really didn't need it. He was hoping I'd get off my seat to find him one so he can check out my ass. My boss heard and he has now been terminated. Now, some Twitter people came and they responded to this claim. And somebody said, laughing my LMAO. One man said, don't joke with your female co-workers. Is it that the only jokes you guys know are only sexual jokes? That you cannot relate with a woman without giving sexual comments? Laughing my ass off. Truly, Mado. And another person came and said, I wonder why they are joking with why they're not joking with their male co-workers about their penises.
Exactly.
So you see,
exactly.
It's just a simple thing. It's a simple case.
I'm just thankful that the boss heard.
Yeah, and that one.
And that's a proactive boss right there. How can you say so? Because these people now, obviously they are not in Nigeria, because the guy said my co-worker who is from the same country
as me.
Exactly. So obviously they are somewhere outside Nigeria. So you see, he carries that mentality of na Nigeria girl, man, na Nigeria woman. So she should understand how we are. This is how we are.
This is our culture.
This is our culture. No, and let me tell you this. Of course, not all men speak like that. You know, but this particular man in question, that's exactly what he did. He went there with the entitlement mentality that
expecting this woman will accept these negative jokes. But no, that's
this uncomfortable nonsense talk that because you want mask and you expected that she should stand up so that you can see her ass and sexualize her ass.
In the work, making that woman feel uncomfortable.
Man, that was when this happens, the boss of the year.
You just want these two people now, these two bosses, the one in Nigeria, the HR, and this one abroad. They are literally the year just beginning, but bosses of the year.
Starting the year with taking no BS from nobody.
Somebody feels so small.
Learn to control your tongue.
You shrink them to just their bodies. And this thing, obviously, we're talking about it from the adult perspective because these people are working now, so definitely they are adults.
It's workplace.
But it starts from the young age, from schools, body schools in Nigeria. Anywhere you go, you will find it there. And society has fed and kind of accepted these things. It's now become a norm.
And expects women to be accepting it.
Even some fellow women will say, you are doing too much. Are you the only one that went through this? We went through it in our time. If you went through it in
it's not good.
Why are you not fighting for it not to be done to people that are upcoming? The younger generation.
Exactly. No, but you don't have any right to come and speak about a woman's body in the workplace. Don't keep your compliments to yourself.
Your sexual compliment. Because nobody say you cannot compliment.
I don't know. Sometimes people don't just like compliments.
Nobody say you can't make any compliments. But the problem is when they are sexual compliments. I mean, if you see your colleague today, she changed her hair at work. Oh, you look nice. Did you change your hair? It looks good on you. Free. You look like there's nothing. But why are you commenting on the body parts?
Exactly.
On the body part, nobody see you see Tom. Tom has a nice suit. Oh, Tom, your suit looks nice. It's different from saying, oh my God, Tom. Oh, your area, your genitalia, your collar.
It's looking strange.
It's looking bigger in that suit trouser. Your pants.
Are you not using?
Did you do something to this? So men will have the guts to ask you. You told me this story that when you come to work Wednesday, they'll ask you, oh, did you and Oga have a good night? You are glowing. That's what's there.
Madam, you are glowing.
Did you say
you are looking so plump?
It's not funny. But
looks like Oga did. It looks like your husband did a good job.
This laughter is not funny. It's not one of comic laughter. I think it's a cry of help. It's a cry for help. So
the solutions
first of all,
women. First of all, go and watch that video.
So you know the different steps of what sexual harassment and everything looks like.
And educate yourself.
We'll put the link in the description box and also above if you are watching it to see.
Yes. Number one, women don't accept or tolerate or condone this sexual harassment behavior in the workplace. This is the time of recording. Get your phones sometimes. Yeah, just audio, just like that. Tell the person on the face that I'm not comfortable with you talking to me in this tone, and I don't like anything that has to do with my physical attributes. Do not skip your compliment to yourself. Go ahead and report to your HR.
Yeah, very important.
And document everything that you are doing. Right? For these bosses that took the initiative to fire the employees, the harasser, that's very good. Every employer should make it a priority that they have ethics,
a safe working environment.
For their staff. They have a code of conduct. They also have education on training on sexual harassment and policies when it comes to that in the workplace. That's it. That's
I think another one more thing I like to add is being an active bystander. Yeah. So if you are in that space, whether you be a man or you be a woman, and you hear stuff like this, now it's up to you to speak out, because sometimes the person who is now the victim in that sense might be so shocked that they can't say anything. But if at that time your brains are working right, it would be nice for you to come to their rescue and say, hey, why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? That's wrong. It's very unnecessary. Yes, if you look at the bad person, but that's how change starts small by small.
Don't look the other way. If you see something, you hear something, say something. That's the right thing. Yes, that's what we have today. Have you been a victim of this situation or a survivor of this situation? Have you also been fired because of your basket knot of talking loose talk, disrespectful speeches that could have been kept to yourself? Yes. And what are ways that, because there's some people that are probably going through this right now as they are working and they can't really talk. My own is always get your phone on standby, because there will be people that their mouth is always constantly running. Use your voice note and record it just in case they come and deny it or whatever it is.
I think one more thing I have to say. So some people will come and say, oh my God, but the man didn't know now. At least every day we're learning. Ignorance is not an excuse.
No.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
No, it's not.
You cannot make somebody feel uncomfortable and your response will be, oops, I was not aware, I was not informed.
Nah,
ignorance is an excuse. Go and get educated. So that's what we have for today's video.
Yes, so that's what we have for today.
Very short.
We hope that you have subscribed if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, and check out the playlist. The playlist is very organized for your commonsensical consumption.
Okay. All the videos that we've spoken about.
Yes. And hit the like button. Share the video. What are your thoughts and comments on this issue? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going.
Thank you so much for watching.
And until we see you next time,
may common sense
never cut from you. Bye.